It's a good place. It's a good place.
Of all the words in the English language,
If I would come here every 2 weeks for my treatment,
few inspire more fear than the one that first brought
and it was part of my routine for 6 months.
David Levine here.
So it's simultaneously the scariest place and the best place. Hi, Lexi. Good, how are you?
6 letters, 2 syllables.
We're here to see Patrick.
A word that says more.
Come on back this way.
More than any novel you've ever read.
And it's very dark and very scary. There's nobody that can help you through it, really. Those moments of knowing you have cancer and not knowing how far it has spread was the worst time of my life.
There's so much uncertainty at that point.
Yep, and the first reaction was just the, oh my God, I have cancer. Like, it was a real awakening moment.
Were it not for the first colonoscopy of his life, David might have missed this chance to thank Dr. Patrick Hewlett.
I felt like I was really in good hands, the whole way through.
Done when he turned 45, the screening found a growth so concerning, the doctor who first spotted it knew exactly what it was.
It was stage 3B.
3B. It had spread to his lymph nodes and was well on its way to killing him. With the help of surgery and multiple rounds of chemotherapy,
And we didn't see any areas that were lighting up.
Dr. Hewlett and others removed it.
There's no residual activity.
Now is probably the time to tell you David Levine is a colleague of mine here at 9 News. Inside this building, he's our creative director in our marketing department. Outside of it, he's a dad of 2.
It's like a gut punch.
Yeah, and immediately I've got 7-year-old twin boys, so that's immediately where my mind went. The darkest immediate thoughts were not being there for them.
This is how David told me via text. Later, we went on to talk about another word far too many of us have come to fear as well.
The fact that I went and got a colonoscopy when I was 45 saved my life, without a doubt.
Never did I imagine then that one day that conversation would become a chapter in my story as well.
Your doctor told you had a precancerous polyp that was developing, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super weird.
Yeah.
As David was undergoing chemotherapy, cells were growing inside my large intestine. I didn't know it. I had 0 symptoms. The only reason I know of it now is that earlier this year, Dr. Jonathan Fishman
This over here is a polyp.
removed it during my first colonoscopy.
How close do you think I was based upon what you've seen?
Probably a year or less. I mean, that was a big polyp with high-grade dysplasia. Precancer changes had already had set in.
Was it weird when I told you, like, hey, I think you might have helped save my life?
No, it just makes me feel good, and that's the whole reason about talking about it now, because there may be somebody out there who is not going to hear from their doctor, but they may see the story and get pushed over to the edge and do it, right?
I remember the doctor saying, when I got out of my colonoscopy, you're really lucky. That's what I got. And it was a conversation that we had that led me there.
Yeah.
His words, that conversation, I'll never forget. Colonoscopies aren't that bad, and trust me, cancer is far worse.
I mean, Chris, I almost died. It's the way I look back at it.
Doctors like Hewlett and Fishman say the conversations need to continue, especially now.
Over the last 20 years, we've seen almost a doubling of young people diagnosed with colon and rectal cancer.
They say it's not entirely clear why, but that is why the American Cancer Society says 45 is the time to lose your fear of the word colonoscopy. Had I waited any longer, sometime next year, I'd likely have cancer. Had David waited any longer, sometime this year, fear would have been the least of his concerns.
The other side of the story is not pretty. I mean, I die an early death. I die at 45, and we were very close to that.
Well, we want to thank David for being so open and honest with his story, because we know a lot of other families get similar news every single year. The good news is that colonoscopies aren't just screening tools.
Certainly. Like in Chris's case, they were able to act right there while they're doing the cancer screening to remove the polyp that could have grown into cancer in the future. And again, it starts with those conversations. And It starts with people telling other people colonoscopies are not that bad. The prep's not that bad. You're never even going to remember the procedure.
Those are the conversations that you usually don't often bring up, but you should. What's the big deal?
Yep, just tell somebody it's worth it. Just get in there, get checked out.
I took a day off. I want to get a colonoscopy. That's why. Okay.